No. I thought it was you.
No, that's not me. I know what it is. Okay, I had to shut that off really quick.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's my son, of course.
Hi,
All right. So we're live. We're live.
hello. Welcome to the Boss Lady Call. I am super excited about this amazing call. It is going to be phenomenal, you all. So I just want to let you guys know that we have our Boss Lady calls every Thursday at 9:30 Eastern time. So definitely hop on. We love to share space, talk about our journey, talk about our challenges, talk about our trials, talking about our successes, talk about our wins, and help women to get to the next level. So I'm your host today, Nicole Barnett, and I'm super excited about getting this started. So today we have an amazing treat for you all. I am super pumped about the lady boss that we have on today's call. And first and foremost, I do want to shout out Miss Michelle Wilson too for even starting these calls, for starting this lady boss movement that we have here in WG. Because without her, we wouldn't be here right now. So shout out to Miss Michelle Wilson. And now we're gonna get right into this phenomenal lady right here that we have on the line, that we have on this Google Hangout, on this call here. So I have had the pleasure, the absolute pleasure of working with this woman for the last, not even 2 years, probably like 4 or 5 years. It's crazy. And as I've grown and as I've developed, she's definitely been someone who's been by my side, who's helped me to get to the next level, to increase my mindset, increase my cash flow in terms of just making sure that I am getting to the next level of my life and getting to where I want to be. So you all, I know she has some incredible nuggets for you all tonight. And as a mother of 2, as someone who has, a global reach, is making a global impact just by being on this call and helping, hundreds of women, she has something valuable to share. So I want you all to get your pens ready. I want you to get your notepads ready for this incredible information, because I promise you, once you leave this, you're going to be so changed. Your mindset is going to be so changed. And I'm super excited about what she has to offer here tonight. So Tamika Bispham is not just a mother of 2. She is someone who has helped Boston specifically. We're in Next Level Freedom. Boston is moving and shaking because she helped to co-create where we are today. And I promise you, this is just the beginning for her. Being a part of this Boss Lady Council has definitely shaped her mindset. And I am so pumped about her journey. And I promise you guys, where she is right now it pales to comparison to where she is going to be in the future. So I hope you guys are ready to, put on your seatbelts, buckle up your seats. Let's go. So Miss Tamika Bispham, I just want to do a sound check. Are you here with us?
Yes, I am, Nicole. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome.
Take it away, Miss Boss Lady.
Okay. All right. I hope I live up to everything that Nicole just said. Thank you so much, Nicole. It has been a pleasure working with Nicole. Nicole is amazing. We'll have her back on towards the end. She is just a force to be reckoned with. She is so powerful in her own right. I promise you, we have been working together for some years. And I just love everything about that woman. I love her. She gives me life. She gives me life. So with starting this call, I wanted to make sure that I did something special for you guys. I worked a little bit for this call for you guys tonight. So, this is my anthem. It's been my anthem all year. So I'm gonna let you guys hear a little bit of it, and then we're gonna get into this training. So while the song is playing, I'm gonna go ahead and get the slides up and going. Okay. I thought that was probably the best line I have ever heard. A winner does not quit on themselves. Nicole, I just want to make sure that you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
I can absolutely see your screen. Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, guys. So I worked for you guys tonight. Now, I really do hope that you guys have a pen and paper out. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself before I get into this. And I really want you to receive this, okay? I think it's been such a blessing, not only knowing Nicole, but being a part of the council, being a part of Wealth Generators. It has opened up my mind in so many different ways. And I'm just so thankful and grateful and blessed to be where I'm at and understand and know exactly where I'm going to. So a little bit about me. Nicole did tell you that I am a single mom of two beautiful children. One of them is up right now. She loves listening to the calls because she just absolutely loves it. And I think that it's probably one of the most powerful things because I'm over here building a legacy. So that's just a little plug so that you should get your kids on the calls too. But it wasn't always this easy. There was a time when I was stuck in shelter and I was a stereotype and I had no understanding of what I was doing, where I was going. And it was just circles after circles after circles. And I was tired of that, and it just dawned on me. I got to change. I got to remember where I came from and how strong I am, because sometimes life hits you really, really hard. And you're just like, dang, I don't know up from down. I don't know right from left, but you have to remember who you are and where you came from and how you can change into what you actually want to be. And that's the journey that I'm on right now. No, I'm not at the finish line, but I know where this future is, right? In the present, I am so focused. Now, I will tell you that while I was there, I just made a conscious decision to do better and be great and know that my family's great. So that was my purpose, getting out of shelter and moving forward with my life and getting to where I need to go. Right. And I found the perfect tools and just people to help me elevate myself to the next level. Hence the name Next Level Freedom too. But it's just been an awesome journey. And, I'm not in the shelter anymore, but I did spend a whole year there. So, some people say it's really hard to get out, but if you put your mind to it, you can do whatever you want to do. And if you have friends that are in the shelter or are struggling with anything, send this out to them. We like to support and help women and men, around the world. Just understand that change is hard, but it can happen, So let's get into this. So tonight, I wanted to talk to you about something super duper cool. And why is it so hard to change? You know, and like most things that I do, anytime I do like a call or anything, what I make sure I do is I decide from a gut feeling, honestly, on as far as what I'm going to talk about, because it always happens this way. But once I decide what I'm going to talk about, oh my gosh, I go hard at it, you know, and we're going to really jump into this because, you know, it took some time preparing all of it. And I think that you're going to love it. So again, the topic is, why is it so hard to change? And in it, you will see like some pieces as far as why it's so hard to change. There are so many different reasons why it's so hard to change, but we're going to talk about a couple of them. So let's jump into it. So honestly, it's a mental fight that you're having. And I think this Virginia Woolf, if you don't know her, you should look her up. It's an awesome quote that she has. And it says, a mental fight means thinking against the current, not with it. It is our business to puncture gas bags and discover the seeds of truth. Now, with that, you also have to decide, right? Are you ready to discover the seeds of truth? You know, I think that this is one of the hardest things that happens when it comes to actually wanting the change. Do you really want to know the truth? Now, the other thing is, I feel like we're programmed to fail, right? If you really look at the way that we come out the womb, and from that point on, we are given a script. Everyone is given the same script for the most part. And it's very simple. It's 14,000 hours of the same repetitive things going on. It's a structure. Only some of us that decide to even say, you know what? I don't really like this script. It's not for me. I don't like it. Me personally, I decided that the program wasn't okay with me. I didn't like the program. And you have to decide that for yourself too, right? You have to decide that, you know what, this current situation, these things that are going on right now, I don't like it. And it's very hard to change that programming, right? So let's read this quote. One of the things that you will find out about Tamika loves quotes. I absolutely adore quotes. And it says, the chances are you are currently held back by your conscious and unconscious perception of what's possible for you. Again, so the chances are you are currently held back by your conscious and unconscious perceptions of what's possible for you. That is so deep and it's so meaningful. So I would tell you to take a screenshot if you can, if you're physically looking at this. Well, everyone is, because I forgot it's on YouTube Live. So take a screenshot because that's something that you really need. Now, the next picture, you know, when I thought about Programmed to Fail, I thought about The Matrix. I absolutely love that movie. And it's so deep and there's so many different meanings and things that are in there. Like, if you haven't seen The Matrix, you definitely should. You know, Morpheus said, are you going to take the red pill or the blue pill? You know, do you want to be regular or do you want to step outside and see what it really is? Now, when Neo unplugged, it was terrifying and it was hard. And that's just like life. If you're trying to do something completely different and change what's going on, understand that your body is going to fight you. The current has to fight. It doesn't have a choice. It's going to fight you on this because it knows one thing. And now you're it's like having a full cup of a dark drink and you want to make it light. How much water are you going to have to pour in that cup to make it clear? You know, so it's something that you're going to have to fight. And not to get all biblical or anything, you know, there's a scripture that's really cool. And I won't say the whole thing, but it talks about, you know, not being able to go into new skins without letting go of old skins. You know, it's so crazy because in every aspect, there are people that are leaving hints for you that in order to change, fully change, you can't continue the way you started. Now, here's another thing, habits. Oh, how there's so many habits, right? I'm in those 14,000 hours. I'm pretty sure you picked up a habit or two, right? And there's like, I found books and everything on it. And one of the books is called Habits of the Mind. But let's read the definition of habit, right? So just think about these 14,000 hours and see if you picked up a couple of habits. It says a recurrent, often unconscious pattern of behavior that is acquired through frequent repetition. 14,000 hours, some habits, homework, 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 it happens, right? These are things that you have to understand if you want to start new habits though, right? It's really a struggle, right? And I put this picture here because I thought it was so cool. Results and efforts and kind of what it takes, with WG, we talk about charts all the time. So I thought it was a cool picture to have in here. Now, it's saying when you're trying to start a workout routine, and it's so true, they say that it takes 30 days to create a habit, right? If you go to the gym for 30 days straight, it's more likely that you'll continue to go, right? So all those people who make the decision that I'm going to the gym January 1st and I'm going to keep going, if they had consistently gone for 30 days straight, there's a more likely chance of them actually continuing that process. But it's really hard to start a positive result because there is some drawback, right? But it does also have to do with the effort that you're willing to put into it. Now, sustaining that is also very hard, and that's something that a lot of us struggle with all the time. If you hear that noise, that's my cat, because my cat is crazy. But sustaining the positive habits is hard because once you get to this point, you're up, there was like some momentum, and then somehow, some way, something happens and it brings you down. Now you have a bigger mountain to climb. But if you don't stop scratching me, if you really go after it, you can make it happen. Now, the book that I found, it says that changing the way you interact with the world around you by changing the way you think. So it really has to do with you. And we'll definitely jump into that a little bit too. Now, one of the biggest things, and I thought this was such a cute picture. I really love this picture. Fears. The way you think about yourself is just crazy. And I'm going to need you to stop thinking about yourself like that because you're an amazing person, okay? You are literally amazing. You are perfectly made, okay? So understand that you are a king or a queen when you're on this call, and understand forever you are a king and queen. So you need to really own that. Now, there's a thing that they say, you have to overcome your fears. Fears are not even real. It's just your mind playing tricks on you. Literally, it's just your mind playing tricks on you. And you have to just have the courage to shut that fear down and switch it over to courage. That's it. You have to be the one though. And I'm not trying to tell you that it was easy, because while I was in that shelter, oh, did I have some fears? Boy, I had some fears. I had some trials and tribulations in there, but I knew that I wanted out. So I had to overstand my fears, and I had to stand up and fight for what I believed in. And that's what we're going to jump into next. We're going to go into a mental fight club, okay? I know you guys seen the movie Fight Club. That's why I put that handsome Brad Pitt on there. But, you have to work for your mental fight club. You really do. And with Brad Pitt, I find different quotes and stuff. And there's a quote from the movie that says, "It's only after we lose, we've lost everything, that we're free to do anything." And it's so true, because when I lost my freedom, when I lost the ability to come and go as I please, when I lost just me as a person, it was so beautiful when I started being able to do whatever I wanted to do. And I was free because I started understanding where I was going and how I was going to get it done. It wasn't easy, but it's something that you have to do. You have to work for it. It is a mental fight club. I promise you, the biggest thing that's going to hold you back is you. Now, I've been talking about you this whole night, and I want you to understand that if you look in the middle of this, you will see that it says you, like you need to do this for you, not anybody else. You need to find your purpose. Your purpose is so important, right? And then you have to consistency is so key, right? See the key? You got the keys, you got the keys. But seriously, you really do. Consistency really makes training so much easier. When I started running years ago, it's like 4 years now. When I first started running, I was out of breath. I wanted to die. I was doing myself. As I continued, I got faster and faster and faster and better. And I kept on beating my time. But it was because I consistently went after it. I found a purpose. I wanted to run 10 miles. I wanted to do a marathon. So I consistently worked at it, you know, and you have to do that for yourself. You have to find out what your purpose is and go after it consistently. And I will tell you this, so many amazing people will tell you that consistency is key. Consistency with everything is key, because even if you fail a gazillion times, if a gazillion and one times comes and you succeed, wasn't it worth it? Now, it says that, you know, the next thing is you need to really understand that your past is your past, right? Your is your present, right? And now your future, you need to make sure that it's secure. Your past is your past. It already happened. Don't dwell on it, guys and girls. Nicole's gonna kill me. Don't dwell on that. Your present is now, right this second. And you need to focus. And you need to make sure your future is secure. And that's something that I have found with Next Level Freedom, with the Boss Lady movement, with wealth generators. You know, I have been able to completely do 180. It's so crazy, but it's because I consistently went after it. Now, the next thing, you know, I need you to train that mind, okay? And I need you to continuously train your mind. Not do it part-time. I need you to train it all the time. And what comes into that? That means you need to read. You need to do self-talks. You need to find a mentor. There's so many other different things that you need to get done when it comes to really wanting change. But these are just a couple of like key things that I thought was very important for you to understand with it. So I'm going to stop sharing this screen now. And, you know, honestly, I really hope, you know, that you liked what you see, right? Hold on 1 second. Let's put this down. Okay. All right. Stop screen sharing. Okay. So back to my face now. Can you guys see me? Nicole, can you see me? Awesome. Okay. All right. So guys, you know, honestly, I just want really people to be free for themselves, like live it out to the fullest that you possibly can. And I get again that it's so hard to just even try to even phantom or think outside of the box. But at some point you have to decide, like, am I happy where I'm at? And do I want more? Or do I want more? So Nicole, I wanted to bring it back. I wanted you to come back on. We still got a couple of minutes. So I wanted to see if we can see your beautiful face again. And I just wanted to see if you had any final thoughts before I closed out for the night. I think we might have lost Nicole. Oh, there she is. Can't hear you. I can't hear you anymore. Nope, I can't hear you anymore. Oh no. I'm not sure. Okay, that's muted. Unmuted. I can't hear you. I can't hear you at all. I don't know. I don't know. But guys, and gals, it was such a pleasure and such an honor. Michelle Wilson, you know that I adore you. Miss Annette Rayner, you also know that I adore you. You women are so amazing, and you have taught me so much. And this journey is only going to continue. I promise you, you will see great things in the future from me, from our movement. Like, I always have to do a little promo of our shirts and stuff. We have some awesome shirts that you can get. This is one of the older ones. Now we have the tanks. We're gonna have some new stuff coming out soon. But I love and adore all of you. I hope that you feel supported and you know that we are here. So if you need to find me on Facebook or anything, it's very simple. All you have to do is go to Tamika Bispham, and you'll see a cute girl like this doing that to you. So if you want to find me, you can find me there. If you need anything from any of the council leaders or the founder, you can definitely also find all of us on Facebook, or leave us a message, and we'll get back to you. But yes, type it up. I appreciate you, Nicole T. Barnett. I appreciate you so much for hopping on, and doing the call. You are such a force to be reckoned with. I know you guys need to look out for her. She'll be doing some amazing things too. You guys are kings and queens. Strive for greatness. Have a wonderful night.